After reviewing all of those items, in terms of severity, how would you classify the injuries to the defendant's head?
They were not life-threatening. They were very insignificant. They did not require any sutures to be applied to Mr. Zimmerman. So, as I will refer to them, insignificant injuries.
Irresponsible, call me unreliable.
It's good to be in talk radio in strange and weird times. And we're living in the strangest, weirdest times of my entire existence. Welcome to the Savage Nation. We're going to talk, of course, about the domestic stuff, the distraction stuff, the Zimmerman case, because everyone has drawn an opinion on it. But Obama is planning something as sure as I'm sitting here. He's requested 15,000 Russian troops on U.S. soil for upcoming disaster, and they're under the control of Big Sis, the monster who bought 2 billion bullets. There's not a word coming from the useless, gelded, impotent Republican Party. 15,000 Russian troops for an upcoming disaster? Take a look at the picture on michaelsavage.com. And here's some of the other stories, because there are other stories going on in the world. Like Egypt's about to fall after Obama orchestrated the revolution against Mubarak and installed the Muslim Brotherhood. Now the Muslim Brotherhood's being overthrown by the very people who overthrew Mubarak, and Obama has nothing to say because he put the Muslim Brotherhood in power, as he wants to do in Syria, as he's done in Libya, as he wants to do around the globe. I mean, what more has to happen? And he's enjoying a $100 million junket with the wife and kids. Not one word from the worthless communist media. Ex-Mexican official to U.S. take more illegals because they create a burden for us that we have to carry. This is from Mexico. What else? Jihadist Awlaki paid thousands for prostitutes. These are the stories on michaelsavage.com. Oh, you're shocked that another clean, pure, revolutionary Muslim was cavorting with hookers? Yeah, right. Oh, sure. Syria is jihad central. Obama toasts failed African socialist. Reporter who broke Snowden's story has his own secrets. This is a very revealing article. And this Greenwald looks like a very tainted individual. An America hater from the top to the bottom. The whole Snowden story is starting to change rapidly. Supreme Court approval rating lower than ever. You know why, don't you? Because they're just a bunch of lawyers who think that they're God. What else? Dick Durbin's Independence Day attack on new media and journalism. You know who Durbin is, don't you? That's Durbin. Oh, and one other point on my website. You young, foolish people who voted Democrat and thought Obama was a young guy like you, he's tricked you into paying all the costs of Obamacare. The young and healthy people in this country who are working are going to carry the burden of Obamacare on their backs. 855-400. Do you want to go on to other topics? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? I keep saying to you, this is a nice distraction for what Obama's getting away with, which is why the left-wing fanatics in the media. Have you seen any pictures of Obama entertaining himself in Africa? I haven't seen any. I know he's there. I know they're having fun. I heard they danced. They had a dance. They did a dance in Africa. But there's not too many pictures, are there, of Obama on his $100 million junket, nor the aircraft carrier offshore in case he needs an aspirin. It's unheard of that they blacked out the trip. Why? Why are they not showing pictures of him in Africa? Because they know that this man is hated. At a time like this in America, when so many people are still struggling, by the way, there are millions of people still struggling, whether you know it or not. I'm not one of them, but there are millions of people who are struggling. I'm not trying to overly identify with the guy with nothing, okay? I wouldn't do that. The fact is that this guy's extravagance is sickening. It's disgusting. And that's why his friends in the media, the state-controlled media, don't show him vacationing in Africa. Except for one picture that I've seen, which is of him and the wife towering. The wife towers over everyone with Barbara Bush and Bush 1, with the librarian and Bush 2 in a lineup there in Africa. What the heck are they all doing in Africa? Now, Bush gave away $15 billion, so-called, for AIDS. I would say that if $100,000 of it actually went to an AIDS patient, I'd be quite surprised at the $15 billion. Where the rest went would probably be into Rolls Royces and mansions in Switzerland for the African dictatorship. But $15 billion for AIDS in Africa. Oh, great. And now Obama's doubling down with another $7 billion for an electrical project in Africa. Could you imagine this? Why is he not building an electrical project here in America with $7 billion? Think of all the construction jobs. It's sickening. That's why you don't see too many pictures of it. 855-407-282. Philadelphia, WWIQ. Florida, rather. The Russian troops on American soil is shocking. Florida. Stuart, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Michael. What Obama has done is a violation of NATO agreements to bring in Russian troops behind the lines in any country. France, England, or Italy would be outrageous. With America, it's even more outrageous because we were the ones who set up NATO. And there are 500,000 German troops positioned from Poland to Afghanistan right now. And so the Germans don't like this. That's why they complained about surveillance recently. They're getting very edgy with the United States of America. For what Obama was doing was probably known by them already. But that's a violation of NATO agreement.
15,000 Russian troops signed a deal last week with the Himmler of our times, Janet Napolitano. She signed a secret deal with Russia to bring 15,000 troops on American soil. She should go to prison for this. I've never heard anything like this. And where is the drunk Boehner? Where is one worthless Republican on this issue? Where are they? Answer. They're in on the deal. They're complicit with this deal. They know about it. They approve of it. So the question for the American people is, why does the United States government need 15,000 Russian troops on our soil? What are they planning? So do you think I'm paranoid for asking this question?
Not at all.
So what are they planning?
Well, they're planning something that's in violation of NATO and also in violation of our posse comitatus.
That's correct. But where is the Republican Party to say one word? Remember, Obama has purged the military of 3 major league generals who were ready to testify about the Benghazi disaster. He then fired the admiral, who was a group commander, one of the most difficult positions on the planet to have achieved. He fired him for no reasons whatsoever. He got rid of an admiral and 3 generals. He has purged the military. He has nothing but yes men surrounding him. Therefore, the U.S. military is a puppet of Obama.
Yeah, inviting the Soviets in is like inviting the Trojan horse into Troy.
The answer is because Obama is such a devious America hater. He doesn't think that all the American troops would fire on American people during his coup. So he has to bring in Hessians who have no affinity for American people and would fire on American civilians without a blink of an eye. Well, that's what's going around the Internet. Pardon me for even bringing it up. Pardon me for stepping out of line and even discussing this. I apologize. Let's stick to something real important like the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case. I'll be right back.